All right, got the Avalon VT-737. Gonna do some maintenance on it. Gotta swap out these tubes. I bought this used one, and allegedly one of the tubes is bad, but they shipped me a box of new tubes, so I just gotta swap them all out. But first thing, I gotta take out these screws. It's missing a lot of screws. It doesn't have any of the screws in the back. I got these front ones off, but these side ones are super stuck in there. They probably use like an electric ratchet or something to do it. But I'm trying to not strip it. I think it's stripped. Uh-oh. Trying to get this off. Yeah, strip the screw. That's the normal one. Strip down a little bit. See if I can find a better screwdriver. Not using kind of not right. The right size was too small. I messed that up. Fits more. Let's see. Oh, oh, got it. Yeah, I tried to get the right size one. So actually, I haven't turned this thing on since I got it, but I decided to plug it in and turn it on, so it turns on, but obviously don't have signal going through it, so I have to test it later. But it does turn on. Alright, got the new tubes in this box right here. Let's see. Alright, brand new tubes from Avalon. Let's replace them. Pretty simple. All you do is take them out in order from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you just put them back in order 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be simple. I watched a YouTube video, so I should know what I'm doing. So, maybe I can set this camera up. I wasn't even recording, dang. Anyhow, let's take out all these tubes. They're in there pretty stiff, but basically all you do is hold it with a towel because you don't want to touch it with your hand, and then kind of rock it back and forth, and then you'll feel it give, and then it just comes out. But as you can see, he had a set of Mullard tubes in there. Got a really good price on it. Brand new, I think these are like $4,000. I'll show you the screenshot of a brand new one, and then this is how much I got this one for. Swoop in. Really good price. $1,500, and then after tax and shipping, under $1,700. Shout out Drew. I don't know you, but pick this up on reverb.com. Super good price. And he sent me a batch of new tubes, so I figured instead of buying a new one for $4,000, I'll just buy this used one and replace these tubes and come up big. I always wanted an Avalon 737 for the longest time for my home studio, but I just got by with using VST programs. And I could get my sound pretty good with VST programs, but I think this Avalon is going to elevate it. And I was kind of holding out on getting one because I was like, well, I'm not really recording a lot of songs, so I don't really need to get one. But lately, I've been recording a lot of songs. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's time to actually invest in one. All right, here's a brand new tube, V1. Put this one right there. Trying to not touch this. Yeah, look, it's open in there. I'm trying to get this out with my... Actually, let's open the other side of the box. Like I said, I always wanted an Avalon. Finally got one. Ooh, look at this. This is the new tube. Wow, this thing's nice. This is the new tube. Here, I'll show you the old one. New tube. Old tube. I'm not an engineer, so I can't tell what's wrong with these, but maybe you guys can tell. This is a brand new one, though. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's put this in. So I gotta line up the pins. Looks like it should be oriented this way. Yep. Just make sure it's in the right way. Just kind of smooshes down in there. Interesting. Maybe I should have hit it with the air real quick before I put it in, but it wasn't really that dusty in here, to be honest. It looked like he dusted it out before he sent it out, so good on him. Yeah, I haven't even opened this up, so what you guys are seeing is basically what I'm seeing for the first time. So now we got V2. Alright. Dang, those new tubes look so nice. Alright. Well, it doesn't really click when you put it. It just kind of hits like a wall, and then I guess that means it's fully seated. Alright, we're gonna find out eventually. Here's number 3. Let's do this. There we go. New tube. Old tube. Let's get those pins right, the right way. And now let's go. Oh shit. Kind of went in and it was like seated diagonally a little bit. Thought it bent the pins, but no. Just kind of how it goes in. All right. One more. Let's do this. It says after you put it in, after you put all the tubes in, you kind of let it sit on for like 15 minutes. And then I guess supposed to let it warm up. So we'll do that. All right, here we go. The last tube. All right. Just gonna give all these one more final push. And there it is. You guys ever trying to swap the tubes out on the Avalon 737? Hopefully this video helps. I've never really worked on hardware before. This is my first time doing it, so if I could do it, you guys could do it also. Hopefully this improves my vocals a lot. We'll check it out. Probably have some videos using this thing. But I guess the next thing to do is to plug it in, and yeah, hopefully it doesn't start to smoke and catch on fire, but knock on wood, probably won't. This is probably a good unit. I already turned it on once and it was fine with the old amps, or with the old tubes. So it should be good. Let's see. Alright, moment of truth. Just plugged it in. Let's see. There we go. It's on. No issues yet. So you can kind of see it glowing in there. That's cool. Guess that's a good sign. Oh yeah, look, it's warming up. This tube's warming up in there. That's so cool. I never had a piece of gear like this. Normally I just use VSTs. Alright, we'll check back on this in like 15 minutes. Alright, so this thing's been on for 15 minutes and no issues. Hasn't been smoking. No pops, bangs, crackles. At least physically. I haven't tested the audio. But yeah. See him glowing in there. See if I can zoom in. Dang, that's cool. You can feel the heat coming off of it. I'm gonna put the top back on this. And then we can test some audio through it. My plan is to put it right here in the middle. This desk was like meant to fit gear. And finally got a spot to put the Avalon. Alright. Got it working. Just some test up settings, but I had to put the gain on this so low. But I had the preamp gain kind of high. But it's working. Just kind of running some beats through it right now. Playing some beats from my laptop, recording it into the FL Studio on my desktop. Just making sure that it's not distorted as it's recording. You could tell it hasn't been clipping, so it should be good. But I'm kind of stoked right now. This thing actually works. This thing was the absolute steal.